Time to heat up the car again. Let's have a nice warm car, thank you. I've noticed I have terrible bed hair usually. But anyway, we're shockingly late. Yay! I love it. We're like totally back into our rhythm now. Soph's gonna go get her tyres sorted out because really, cars, they're expensive. I should know that, but it always comes at the same time with things like cars, you know? Actually, it always comes at the same time with things like bills. We're getting the travel coffee sorted out. Jasper's having his breakfast, he's going to preschool. Soph's getting her car wheel sorted out and then having a little lift over to the train station so she can go to a meeting. It's all quite busy, and for some reason I'm standing here talking into a camera. Bye Soph, I'll see you in a minute. Right, come on Jazzy, let's get you in. I knew that problem was just going to go away. You know, because I've crossed all my fingers and toes. Time to get you to preschool, Mankey. The door just opened, first time again. This is looking like being a really awesome day. Really awesome. Right, time to go pick up Soph now and head off to the, wherever we were going, the train station.
Looks so much better when it's clean.
Doesn't it? Nice to have you on board. Doors seem to work this morning. Twice now.
Really?
Have a good day, good luck with the trains. Let me know when you need me to pick you up. Bye-bye. Day in the life of a daddy taxi driver. Can you hear that seat rattling in the back? Oh, I hate it. I don't know why it rattles so much. I really should just coat the thing in silicone of some sort. This seems like a good time to talk about Tesla quality and their sort of quality control, or lack thereof. You see, I don't actually think that Tesla have an endemic quality problem. I think there's two things that have held them back in terms of quality and reliability at the moment. I think the first is purely a function of the fact that they're starting out as an automotive manufacturer, and it's terribly difficult to set a business up like that. Being an EV manufacturer in this respect actually helps because it enables you to have a USP right from the get-go. But one of the massive problems with it is that it's very difficult to get the tier 1 part suppliers to deal with you. Less so these days, of course, now that Tesla is, you know, they're still a small car manufacturer, but they're a car manufacturer that has a massive spotlight on them, and it's quite prestigious to work with them, I think. I would have thought that was the case at any rate. So back when they made my car, they were still struggling with not necessarily the best parts ever, and not having had the time to actually upgrade and redesign those parts yet. There is at least some chance that some of the parts on this car are not the kind of parts one would normally expect to find on a £65,000 car, certainly not a £65,000 car from Mercedes or BMW. Equally, any car can have problems, so I can't look at the issues that I've recently had and say, oh, Tesla are an unreliable car manufacturer. I think that would be a stretch. I'm certainly planning on finding out exactly how reliable this car can be. I do baby it as much as I can. You know, I want to treat it gently because I want to keep it for a very long time. When you've got second-hand sales of Teslas, the vast majority of them are going to go through the certified pre-owned program that Tesla run, which means the cars will get a new 4-year, 50,000 mile warranty. So that kind of gets round the reliability issue to a large degree, because when they replace parts, they tend to replace them with the more reliable upgraded version. So moving on to the second thing that does hold them back a little bit with quality, they are extremely keener than any other auto manufacturer I've ever heard of, to push the envelope as far as it will go. You know, if there is a technology coming that is not ready for prime time, but in 2 years it will be, they want it in their cars today, even if they haven't actually activated that system yet. And that is a risk, but it also means that their cars push forwards at the most ridiculous rate and are, from a technology point of view, miles ahead of the competition, basically always. It is good from the consumer's point of view. It's nice to have relatively future-proof, at least compared to other vehicles on the road. But the problem is that when you're constantly doing things that are outside the realm of what anyone's ever done before, it can be tricky to get the reliability into that system. So there you go. In other words, there may be a bit of an issue with reliability in the older cars, the cars like I've got. We're going to find out. Just need to give that a bit of time, and we'll see what else comes out in the wash. Hopefully nothing. But I do think that as time goes on, the cars are going to get better and better, and are getting better and better. I don't see how they can be making so many revisions to the hardware when they're not adding functionality and not have that hardware improving in reliability. As I understand it, Elon Musk is not a big fan of the let's just constantly buy new cars model of car ownership. It's more that at the moment there are so many non-EVs out there that it doesn't matter if people constantly buy new EVs from Tesla, because what happens is those older Teslas go back into the marketplace at a slightly lower price point and help displace petrol and diesel cars further down. So it's a kind of a trickle down thing at the moment. That won't always be the case, and I believe that long term Tesla do want to make a very reliable car. They certainly have been touting the longevity of the drivetrain as one of the key features of the Model S. So, you know, hence the 8-year unlimited mile warranty, which quite frankly is a real vote of confidence in the drivetrain. And it does give me some feeling of safety and security in my investment. I do like a good adventure, and that's kind of what owning this car is for me. It's an adventure. It's finding out how reliable it's going to be, how easily it fits into daily life, and how many miles I can get out of it, and whether financially it can make sense, given that the car is very expensive. It is long-term ownership, or it's just going to be a very expensive car. But with that long-term ownership, I'm pretty sure we can turn it into a car that is reasonably cheap over the sort of 8-year time span. And I do a lot of miles. I've just dropped Soph off at the train station, and that means, and between that and dropping Jasper off, I've done 50 miles already, and I've still got another 10 to get home. And then I've got to do the whole lot again later. So today I'm going to do about 120 miles. And time to get on with some editing. That was an interesting call. I just heard from Tesla. They are going to do a sort of a bit of a goodwill thing on the door handle, in that they're going to sort of knock the labour off, I think, basically, which is a nice gesture. It's a nice gesture for them. Of course, the irony being, it seems to be working now. I don't know whether to get it done or not. I probably should, shouldn't I? Well, we'll see. We'll see how it performs for the rest of the day. I've got to open that door at least 2 more times today, so we'll see if it wants to work or not. They can come here and do it, which is good, so it's not going to be inconvenient. There's no question about it, despite the fact that Tesla is extremely overworked, and I can't speak for other areas of the country or other parts of the globe, but in this country, the service team are very good. They're good at getting back to you. They're good at trying to make happy customers. And I think that really is the bottom line if you're buying one of these cars. Yes, you're going to need to budget for some repairs, as you would with any car that's out of warranty. If your car's out of warranty, if your car's not out of warranty, you won't have to, of course. But at the same time, at least they're going to make that experience as pleasant as it can be. Just got to decide whether I want to pay for a new door handle. I mean, it might be that the micro switch needs replacing, but I think it's going to be difficult for them to see whether it's the micro switch or not, because I don't think it's going to be one of these wires that have come off. Because if it was a wire that's detached, I don't see how it would be intermittent. Time to get Jasper now. And as a little test, I have deliberately not put the climate control on, so the car should be cold. I mean, it's not that cold today. And in through the other side I go. At least I can still get in. Always got to look at things from the positive angle. The car door was completely not operational at all. Clearly, something that needs fixing. So, let's do that. Okay, thanks. Yeah. Brilliant, cheers, bye. Okay, so, car is booked in for a couple of days' time. Hello, Josie.
And hello.
We're gonna go get Mummy from the train station now, aren't we, Jasper? Anyway, my car's booked in now, so that's good news. It means that I don't have to worry about door handles and I don't have to moan about them and talk about them anymore. Yes, fantastic. We cover a completely different subject tomorrow. Boom, excellent. I hope you've all enjoyed today's vlog post. If you have, remember to like it, share it and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you tomorrow for the next installment of my daily vlog. Bye. So, oh wow, where'd you get that?
From the sea.
Yeah. I can't hear the sea in this one. Can you hear the sea in it?
No.
No. Okay.
I need to maybe.
Uh-oh.